Hello, welcome to JavaScript Fundamentals tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to get the index of a selected option of the drop-down box and also retrieve the value of the selected option. To start with, I would like to actually walk you through a very important aspect of this, which is the HTML code. When you look at the HTML code, is typically a drop-down box which uses the select element, and of course you have a series of options, like 3 different options, and you have to also take note of the ID. Now, this particular HTML could be rendered in the browser as what you see on the screen. So if we try to interact with the screen, the idea is that I plan to actually display most of my messages in the console. So as usual, let's navigate to the console. I've shown you how to do this a number of times in my previous videos. So when I click this show selection button, then you can see that it's not displaying any meaningful message. So it means there is a function that has not been defined. So let's just get to the function itself. Okay, so the function is here in the button. So the function is supposed to be triggered the moment the button is clicked. Alright, so take note of this function and also take note of the ID of the selection box. When we navigate to the JavaScript file, then you can see that there is nothing there except for just a multi-line comment which will not be executed. So we start off by defining our function, and when we define a function, we have to be very careful so that our function signature looks similar to what we have here, including the function identifier. So I have simply copied that particular function code, and let's try to check whether something happens. So for me to test run this, I'm going to simply have a kind of alert, and I should get hello. So let's see what happens. I always like to terminate with a semicolon. So let's see what happens when I check this out. Okay, so in my browser, when I click and I show, you can see hello. It means that my function is working perfectly well, except that this is not what I want it to be doing at this point in time. So let's get to work so we can improve on our code. So the idea here is to, first of all, take control of what happens here. So how am I going to do that? I am going to select this element by its ID. So you already know how to do that. I'll do everything within the function. I'll define a constant. Let a constant be let it be subject. Okay. And I will get this element by its ID. The ID, let me confirm the ID. As you can see, the ID is subjects also. So the ID is subjects, and when I try to console the subject, console.log subjects, let's see what happens there. Alright, okay. So when I console, and I switch to the browser to check what is going on. So console, you can see that it shows me just the entire element with all its attributes and options. So when you look at this element, the first option has an index of 0, the second one 1, the third one 2. So just take note of these options, because these options are more like 0 indexed, meaning that the index always starts from 0. Alright, so take note of this. This doesn't seem to make sense to me at this point, so but we are going to do something to make it make sense. So the idea here is that we are meant to actually display whatever value that's been selected. So for instance, if English is selected, the value should be displayed, or likewise computer science, then the value should be displayed. To do this, JavaScript has a way of identifying the selected option. As you saw already, that every option has an ID, has an index. So how do we get this particular index? The active selection is always stored in a property called selected index. So it means that we can have this subject index to store subject dot selected index. So the selected index is more like the index of the selected option. So let's just display this subject index anytime we click to check what is happening. Alright, so let's look at it one more time to check what's going on there. Alright, okay. So as you can see here, we have this in our browser. We are going to have for English, which is actually the first option, we are going to have 0. So let's check it out. As you can see, 0. For computer science, which is the third one, we have English 0, math is 1, and there should be 2. So let's check to confirm. So as you can see, computer science is 2. However, we are not interested in just the index per se, but we want to display the actual value. So how do we do this? The way forward is that we are going to remove this subject index from where it is and try to access the value by saying subjects, then square bracket opens and closes. Within the square bracket, you type in the selected index, the value that holds the selected index. Then it means that you are in the selected index or the selected option. But how do we get the value? You append to it dot value. Just take note of this, dot value, and that is it. So let's confirm to check whether everything works perfectly well. So we refresh and we go for English. As you can see, English is there. We go for math. You can see math is there. We go for English again. English is there. We go for computer science. Then computer science is there. So this is it, everyone. And wherever you're watching from, if you have not subscribed, please kindly do so. And do well to share this video with your friends, because I know that you wouldn't like yourself to be enjoying the video alone. And I hope to meet you in my next tutorial. Thank you for watching.